Okay, hi guys, and welcome back to the show. Quick wristwatch check. I'm of course wearing my Navi timer, which I have missed a great deal. I'm not wearing a second piece because actually the second piece I was wearing today was part of a morphine fueled shopping spree while I was in hospital. Apologize if I talk slow or out of breath. I'm still very much recovering and I'm under painkillers, which are absolutely excellent, by the way. I gotta not laugh. Anyway, let's roll the intro and get into this video. Welcome back, guys. Now, as you know, I was in hospital. Thank God I'm home now. And maybe I should explain what this blue pipe here in the background. This is my little spirometer, which I do my exercises on. Of course, it's got, as you can see, Governor 01. So this is my little spirometer, which I have to do every hour just to expand the lungs. And I collect these now. I have 3 of these. One for each lung collapse. Hopefully I won't get a 4th. Anyway, as you can see, there's a little ball in there. You change the resistance here. I've got to do this 10 times every hour. And of course I still got a walking stick. Now why, if the operation was in my lungs, do I need a walking stick? Well, I get out of breath easily. And right now, movement, my chest area is incredibly sensitive. I haven't removed all the bandages yet, so I haven't seen what the damage is, but they did indeed put a 3rd tube in, which I didn't expect when I got out of the operation. When I woke up, I didn't expect to have another tube. I thought the lung collapse would be smaller this time. I still actually have part of the lung collapsed. The operation went well, and I got to say a massive thank you to everybody. All your best wishes, your kind emails were so motivational and inspiring. So many of you. I mean, just countless emails. I don't know when. Well, I've got all the time now to reply, so hopefully I'll reply to as many of you as I can. So I really do appreciate that. It really kept me going, and in some good way, being cut off from the internet was a kind of nice break. I still communicated via email, and my Instagram app on my phone was still working. Posted a few pictures, some of you saw. It's quite interesting. I of all the time I have off from work and doing the channel, you would have thought I would have been a perfect opportunity to catch up with all the YouTube, but I still haven't done that, but I will do that. So I'm doing well. I'm recovering. I've got about a month of being at home. I'm not going to do any work. I'll do some watch reviews and I'll work on the channel, which will be relaxing for me, so I'm really looking forward to getting back into that. And I know a lot of you say, oh, don't rush into it, but actually I find doing the channel very relaxing. Kind of gets my mind off, you know, being not being able to move around a lot, you know. So, and also I'm gonna wean myself off the pain meds, because at the moment my sleep pattern is completely messed up. Because the incision is on my back, and also the pipe this time, instead of going through the sides, I've got matching scars now. Instead of going through the side, they went through the back, which is a bit peculiar. So it means lying back in bed is really difficult, unless I have painkillers. So Thankfully, as I heal, I will need less painkillers, but the painkillers are fantastic. Goes without saying, I went on a morphine-fueled shopping trip. I'm wearing one of the purchases, as you see, this lovely Brooks Brothers merino wool polo, which are my favourite for wintertime, very soft, luxurious. And I just love this deep purple, royal purple. I've got a burgundy one as well that I just bought. But I will do a video just all about mine. I bought so much stuff. I bought watches. I bought so much stuff. I mean, you guys are gonna love it. I mean, I really went into the credit card heavy, but I thought, why not? You know, what's the point of all this suffering? You gotta have something to look forward to, right? I don't usually get into debt buying things, but this is what credit cards are for sometimes. So I'm housebound for a month, maybe two. Definitely not going to be walking little Ernest. I mean, his leg is still on the mend, poor little blighter. So I'm just going to be reading a lot. While I was in hospital, I read the memoirs of Napoleon, the ones he did when he was exiled to the island of Elba, which is very fascinating. Tough little Corsican guy, quite inspirational in a time, you know, when you're stuck in a bed. So that was good, and I just had fun shopping and on my. It's funny, I can do shopping on my phone, but I can't check my channel or stuff like that. Or I don't even have Facebook so on my phone, and I kind of like it that way. I don't want it to be too intrusive on my everyday. So I gotta say a massive thank you. Talking of Facebook, I gotta say a massive thank you to Jeremy and Matthew for looking after the Facebook group while I was away. It was a bit of a rush to get them in because I didn't know what was going on, but I think they handled it marvelously, and I've now set out clearly. While I was in hospital, I managed to put the rules in. I spent several days just putting the rules together and adding them to in an email and coming up with solid foundations for rules for the Facebook. So I think that was called for, and I'm just sorry that I didn't manage to do it before this terrible thing happened. So anyway, I did a video from ICU, which was a very terrifying place. I don't wish anybody to ever be in ICU. It's just full of death and suffering, and you know, the night I was there, the 3 people died. The lady next to me passed away, and I was stuck. I couldn't move an inch, and having their family all crying and very upset, and was really difficult, as well as being in pain and slightly off my head, like Keith Richards on some kind of really bad trip on morphine. What a awful experience. I wouldn't, Jesus, and having tubes coming out of every single orifice you can possibly imagine. I just awful, really awful, and I'm so glad to be out of that. I barely recovered over the last operation, and you know, when the doctor told me the news that my right lung had recollapsed again for the second time, a part of me, this sounds really messed up, but a part of me was kind of relieved. I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's operate on this one. Let's get the procedure done on this one, because I don't know if you realize this, but I have a very rare condition where I'm just prone to this, and there's a 50% chance it happens again. The operation I had on my left lung, I forget what it's called, but the pyrothesis, whatever the hell it is. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but they glue the lung. Does damage a lot of the nerve tissue, and you know, I've never been the same since. But the chance of recollapse is a lot lower. And now I've had it on this side, I'm kind of relieved. I was fed up of living in fear. of every morning when you can't catch your breath. You're scared, oh my God, is it another day where I'm going to end up in hospital? And it's all going to start again. My wife was very, very upset, understandably. I'm one of those people that's very, very calm in situations like that. I don't really, I was calming her down. It's quite funny now looking back at it. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but it's she was poor and she was so upset. And my wife has been an angel, an absolute angel, feeding me, looking after me, always there, cleaning me, I don't know what I would do without her. I really don't know what I'd do without my wife. I'm so thankful. I mean, maybe I'm calm and solid like this because I know I have my wife. I don't know. I mean, maybe I think part of my personality is, I know I look like a feeble creature, but trust me, I'm a lot tougher than I look. We went back to Astoria and Mount Sinai, same doctors, all the nurses knew me, and which was nice, that feeling that, I mean, I know that place so well now, they all know me now, and I like that. Could have gone to Mount Sinai over the river in Manhattan, but no, these guys helped me twice and saved my life twice, so. And it was busy too, there was a lot of people. Because the blizzard had just passed. A lot of accidents, a lot of heart attacks because of moving snow, a lot of elderly people hurt themselves. A lot of elderly people. In fact, those are the ones mostly dying. Anyway, a bit of a depressing vlog, so I do apologize. Let's focus on the positive. We started this year off with a bit of a rocky start. Immediately I got home from London. I had the flu of the century. I wasn't even awake for New Year's Eve. I was hallucinating in a fever. And that's how I started my year, and then this happens. Talk about bad luck. Anyway, I'm doing this with my shoulder because I'm tensing. I think it's time to take my pills. I'm very happy to be back. I got so much to do. I am going to be busy doing videos because, to be honest, I haven't really got much else to do. I'm going to do videos every other day like I've been doing. On my days off, I'm going to read. Going to draw. I don't know if you guys know, but I love to draw architectural stuff. I'm going to watch movies, catch up on movies. I haven't really been into my movies for a while. I'm a big cinema buff. German, Dutch, French, Italian, Norwegian, Swedish, British, American cinema. I love cinema from all over the world. So I've got a lot to keep me busy. I can never be bored in this world, in this time. So much information at our fingertips. We're so lucky. And so yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm hobbling around on my walking stick. But yeah, I just want to say again, thank you very much for all the support. You really kept me going. You have no idea, all the emails. The effort, the gesture is always appreciated. And I'm just so privileged to have this medium to communicate with you guys on. I do feel blessed. I mean, I know I've been through a rough 6 months with this lung problem, but you know me, I look at the positive and we soldier on. That's what it's all about. So I think I'm going to end the video on that kind of note. Stay tuned, I've got so many watch reviews coming. Guys, we barely scratched the surface. We barely scratched the surface. So it's going to be it's going to be a good year. I mean, I'm probably not going to be traveling as much. I'm going to postpone my visit to Germany maybe to the end of the year, but we'll get there. Once again, thank you to everybody. Stay tuned, more reviews, more videos. We'll just get onwards and upwards. That's all we can do, really. I mean, right? Anyway, guys, I wanted to update you and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Words cannot explain how much I appreciate your support. Anyway, my shoulder's doing that thing. I need to I need to take my pain medicine. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please remember to like this video if you enjoyed it and found it useful. And I'll definitely catch you in the next one. Okay guys, ciao.